Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video because this is the finale of 90 Day Fiance Season 9. This is crazy. This is my first season making YouTube videos about it, recap videos about it, and we went on a journey. We really did. So if you've been here since the first one, thanks for rocking with me. It's been a ride, and I'm happy that you're still here, Elena, because you're the only person who watches this, and sometimes Monique. Thank you. Today's video, I am drunken because I've been sober, like, just in the videos. I mean, I haven't been sober in real life, but I've made these videos sober for like the past like couple weeks. So let's beat the pregnancy rumors. I am drinking Seagram Spiked Jamaican Me Crazy in honor of Love in the Caribbean. I got those because I wanted a break from the like limeritas because I love my limeritas, but today I wasn't really feeling it, and then they didn't have like the big spiked White Claws, so I was like, let's do this. We'll get you a snack, get you a drink, and we'll get into this. Yeah, as always, I have my notes here. So 90 Day Fiance Season 9, Episode 17. Emily and Kobe reveal their secret pregnancy. Patrick is desperate for Thais' dad to bless the wedding. Miona's wedding day vision isn't coming together. The wedding officiant asks Bilal and Shaeeda 3 times if they're sure they want to marry. So that's what's going on in this episode. I'm happy it was just 4 couples actually in this episode. It was nice. I think it went a lot smoother and it was like less overwhelming, and I wish it was like that all the time because I think 4 is like a good number, and sometimes in those episodes we have like 5-6 people to worry about, but in this one it was only 5 couples, so I really did like that. But I know it's not gonna be like that forever. They just wrapped up everybody else's story, so this is what was left. Next week should be the tell-all, but I haven't seen any promos for it, but I hope they like release it soon. They might release it tonight when the actual episode comes out. Right now I am recording this at like 4:30 p.m. I saw it on Discovery Plus, so that is what's happening as of now. By the time this video goes up though, there might be a promo. I'm excited because I mean, I feel like it'll be interesting. There's a lot of like interesting characters here, so it'll be exciting to see like who, you know, is like cool with who and what happens. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be good. So yeah, if you have been online, you've probably seen that they're trying to get rid of HBO Max and like join it with like Discovery Plus and everything. If you're watching this, obviously you love 90 Day Fiance, and people are getting mad because they're like, the 90 Day Fiance universe doesn't go up there with like Batman, like all this shit. But no, it does, bitch. It does. It does. Like, this is what made TLC. They have so many different spin-offs, so many people watch the show, there's so many different like people, characters on it. Like, 90 Day Fiance is everything. So if you want to say that the 90 Day Fiance universe doesn't, you know, compete with these other universes, you are dead wrong. You look foolish. I don't really know how I feel about like the HBO Max thing. I don't really understand it, but the only like shows I feel like I watch on there that are on Max exclusively would be like the secret life of like college girls, or what is it called, the sex life of college girls. I like that show a lot, so I hope that they like keep it somehow, but like that's pretty much it, you know. Everything else I watch is like a like mainstream like cable show, like Euphoria. I like Euphoria, but that is staying because it's like part of like actual HBO, not HBO Max. So I don't know, but 90 Day is here to stay. So we're gonna go in order as always. So I'm starting with Emily and Kobe. I think that Emily might be one of the most hated people in the 90 Day franchise. Everyone hates her, everyone hates Ed, obviously, but we don't need to talk about Ed. Everyone hates Colt. I'm trying to think the like most hated people. A lot of people don't like Elizabeth. I feel like some do. She's really annoying. A lot of people don't like Ari. If you have more like hated people, write them below. A lot of people don't like Darcy, but they're just haters. I love Darcy. A lot of people don't like Larissa, but they're haters too. Like, I love Larissa. And that's all I can think of at the moment. If I think more, I'll like throw them in there. I personally don't like Brandon and Julia. I feel like some people might, but I don't like them. Pole and Karini. A lot of people don't like Pole. I think I don't like him either. A lot of people don't like that girl Lita, but I really don't remember that season that much. I'm trying to think. A lot of people don't like the family Chantel, which is like, what the fuck? This is the highlight of my week. I love them. They are my family. Yeah, that's I think all I can think of. I said that last time and then I listed like 10 more people, but that's all I can think of for real. Everyone hates her, and they have a reason to, because she is awful. She sucks. She has no redeeming qualities. Some of these people who suck at least have like redeeming qualities, like they're funny or something, but she's not funny. I don't like her. I think it might be fun to put in like my initial thoughts about them. So these are my thoughts in my first video. There it is. Every season we have a racist and we have a pregnant person. But here we have Emily, and it's like, why not both? So we have Emily, she's 29 and she's from Salina, Kansas, and actually I went to Jesus Camp there, so I can kind of relate. That's where I was saved. And there's nothing going on there. Like, literally, there's like a man-made lake, there's like a little camp, and that's like, that's it. A little concerning. And she's like a horse girl. She says she's a bad girl. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, right. Like, I don't really believe her. She says her 2 exes are incarcerated. It's like, okay, who cares? So anyways, it's their wedding, and they are, you know, gonna get married, even though they shouldn't, and we're gonna get to that. And they're like getting ready. Emily's getting ready, and her sim-looking mom is helping her get ready. And then Kobe's getting ready, and he's with his friends. One of them's cute, not gonna lie, the tall one. And then Emily's dad comes in, and apparently this is cute. Kobe had sent Emily's dad a letter, basically like asking for her hand in marriage and like doing all that, and he sent one back, like her dad sent one back, and that's cute. Like, apparently they respect each other, which we love to see. But he comes and like is getting ready with them, and then sorry, my nose itch, I'm not like, they had like this heartwarming moment, and Kobe feels very guilty, so he like starts bawling, and he starts like crying his eyes out. And the dad's like, are you okay? Like, what's happening? And he's like, no, I'm just happy, like, whatever. He wanted to tell him that Emily was pregnant because he feels guilty keeping that a secret. He's like, I knocked up your daughter and you're being so nice. But yeah, so that happened. That sucked. And then they had their whole wedding. They shouldn't have gotten married, but they did. They have the ceremony, and there was a sign that said, don't pick a side, sit wherever you want. Because of the wedding, like, you know, sometimes it's like bride side, groom side. They're like, sit where you want. We're one happy family. But like Kobe's side would have had nobody on it. So yeah, it's kind of sad. I kind of like it. I get it though, because they would be like outnumbered. If it's equal though, I kind of like it. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about that. I am never getting married, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't know. So they did that whole thing. They were wearing masks at the wedding, which I thought was nice. I don't know when they filmed this in time, but I thought it was like nice that they were doing that. And then so they get married, and then this is where it gets fun. So at the wedding reception, in the background, the song playing is the instrumental version of Should've Said No by Taylor Swift. If you listen to it, it's definitely the instrumental version. I'll play them here. I hope I don't get copyrighted. If I do, I'll keep a version of it without it, I guess, that I can upload. But I hope I don't get copyrighted, but listen. Just listen. It's the same damn song! It's the same song. The one they use is like a little bit lower pitched, but it's the same fucking song. You know it is. I know it is. And yeah, they did something there. They know they did something there, but they ain't slick. They ain't slick because my ears are Shazam. I know a song. I can be sitting in my car and the car next to me can like have a song playing and all you can do is like feel the bass. I know what song it is. Like, I am just that good. So I heard it and when I was thinking, I was like, I'm like, what song is that? And then it came to me. I'm like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. And then I was like, could have said no. Oh shit, they should have. They should have said no. And so I went to Twitter. I'm like freaking out. I just tweeted it recently. Nobody has like responded yet, but I lost my mind. I was like screaming. I was like, no way, like yelling in my apartment building, causing a ruckus. And then I heard like people above me like vacuuming and shit, which probably means shut the fuck up, bitch. But yeah, that that's one of those things that makes me remember why I love TLC, is because they're a bunch of savages. It's just like the little subtle things. I don't know. Like, I just talked about it like a couple weeks ago on Love in Paradise. Like, the people didn't bring their trays to like the garbage or whatever, and they like zoomed in on the like trash that they left behind. Like, it's the little things like that. Like on Darcy and Stacy, they'll like make it sure, like they'll make sure that you can see that her hair is grown out, or you know, whatever the case may be. Like, they let you know what's up, but you gotta like pay attention. So that was just everything. Like, I don't need to talk about the rest of the episode. Like, that's whoo, that took the cake. But it's hard to even like talk about anything else after that. But they got married, they had a reception, and then she had to tell them that she was pregnant. So they waited till after the wedding because they didn't want her parents, who funded it, to call it off. So they were having dinner like 3 days later, and she makes Kobe tell them also. And he's like, Emily's pregnant. and it was so awkward. I'm like, girl, you should have at least told them, you know? And they're like, okay, well, we didn't want this to happen. That was the one thing we didn't want to happen. And yeah, they're like, this is like horrible timing, like what's happening? And it's like, I feel like she wanted to though, low-key. But yeah, and then the dad was talking about how like he wanted to retire and now he can't because she's not gonna be working, and he didn't have his green card yet, his work permit, so now he has to like not retire, which fucking sucks. Like, Emily needs to like get it the fuck together. She needs to get out that house. If she's on government assistance, she's on government assistance, but your parents have done enough. They have done enough. Statute of limitations is over, girl. You gotta pack it up, move along. Like, it's time. It's time to get on with your life, girl. You're 30. You're 30. Like, come on now. Like, if she was working like really fucking hard and couldn't make ends meet, then yeah, you know, get some help. But she's not. She's not trying. That's the problem. You know, like, I feel like it's okay to ask for help and like for family to like help each other no matter how old you are, if you're like working hard and that's like a last resort type of thing. But she's not. She's simply not. And she's just causing more problems for herself. So I don't know. I hope to never see her again though. Like, I don't need her on any spin-offs, honestly. Like, she can get to step in, like, goodbye girl. And yeah, goodbye Emily. I'm done with you. Kobe, don't have much to say about you. They didn't really show you and like who you are as a person much. They just showed you as someone who knocked this annoying bitch up. Sorry, but yeah, that's that. Bye. Okay, so now it's time for Jibri and Miona. He lives with his parents and he makes music. He's kind of annoying because he's like trying to be all like quirky. I'm quirky, I dress weird, I make music, but it's just like, okay, shut up. People are saying they're like tired of like clout chasing like musicians on the show, and like I kind of agree. He kind of seems like a tool. Wow. It's finally time for the wedding. There are a couple that I ended up liking, like they grew on me, and if they were on like, I don't want them to have their own spin-off, and I don't think there's very much for them to like bring to the table. In terms of spin-offs, I don't see that ever happening. But if they ended up on like Happily Ever After, I wouldn't be mad. Or any of like the random like shit that happens on Discovery Plus. If they ever do the one again. What was the one? Oh, Bears All. They can go on that if they ever do it again. Like, I liked Bears All. Like, where did it go? Where did it go? Like, I would watch it. I would guess probably not enough people watched. I don't know, but I watched it. Like, I like Bears All, so where'd you go? If it was on that though, I'd be cool with it. If they were on Pillow Talk, like that'd be fine. Yeah, they like gained my viewership. So yeah, I follow them on the social medias. Like, I like them. I fuck with them. So they're having their like desert wedding. She wanted a beach wedding, but then she settled for the desert wedding, and she was like, the desert is like kind of like the beach. It's just like there's no ocean. And unfortunately, I get it. But yeah, I love the desert though. I'll tell you that. I love the desert. I had lived in Tucson. I loved it. Like, I love the fucking desert. So like seeing their scenes was like kind of cool. I would move back down there to the Southwest. But yeah, it was cool. Unfortunately, this wedding is literally just for the gram, and that's like the only thing like she cares about is her Instagram photos. So basically she wants like this like arch thing to like take pictures under for their wedding, and Igor, Jibri's like fucking Viking friend, is gonna come bring it. But he's running late, and Miona's like stressing out. She's like, I need the arch, like whatever. But finally they get it, and it's just Igor, Miona, Jibri, and Jibri's grandmother, and their like photographer and the producers, and that's literally it at the wedding, which is kind of sad. Like, his lover David couldn't be there, his godfather, and his parents are just like, no, I don't think I will, which is so sad. So sad. I think if I did a wedding out of town, at least my dad would come, because he'll be like, oh, I don't know why you're doing this, but he would come. My mom, I don't know, she has a million things going on, she might. And then my brothers, one of them would probably show up, because I have 3, so I don't know, but at least a couple people from my family would come represent. Elena would probably be there if I was, you know, being stupid and having a wedding. But yeah, I was shocked that like neither of his parents went. I guess he's an only child. David should have just gone and sucked it up, but apparently him and Miona don't get along. But like, who the fuck cares? Like, you gotta be there. But like, literally nobody was there. Miona didn't talk about any of her family members. They didn't like try and like FaceTime it or like anything like that. Miona actually has not mentioned any family, any friends, so she's either very private or she doesn't have any. But yeah, they did the thing. They looked good. And then Jibri played like his country song, and it wasn't bad. Surprisingly, he should just stick to country, because his like weird like spaceship punk band thing is not good, but his country song was all right. I have a playlist on Spotify called Yeehaw Hours, and I will gladly put it on Yeehaw Hours. So let's go. Yeehaw, cowabunga, like that was fine. And that is where we end. Liberal lesbian grandma came through, which was nice, and she was like the officiant, and that's pretty much all. People on Reddit want to talk about like, they were already married, blah blah blah. Oh well, this is 90 Day Fiance, and this is what we're talking about. This is the show. If it's fake, whatever, it's all illusion, but let me have my fun. Next. You guys, if you've had acrylic nails before, help me out. Like, I got mine off, and my nails, my real nails, are like destroyed, and I don't know what to do because school starts soon in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm gonna be back to the regular school year. Right now I'm doing summer school. If you don't know, I say this in every video, I am a paraprofessional assistant teacher, wherever it is called in your area. I do that. I teach kids how to read, and this is so stupid, but I like when I'm like helping kids read, I point to the page, and like with my acrylic nail, it makes me feel like a baddie. So I want to get my nails back on, but I don't know if like it'll be okay because of how damaged they are. Take a nice look. I have 2 weeks. Will biotin work? Like, if I just start biotinning it up, like, will it work? Will that help me? Or am I a lost cause? Let me know, because I want to be a baddie teacher. Miss Queen can get it. No one needs to be thinking about me like that, but you know. Okay, so Patrick and Thais, we'll see where this goes. It doesn't look good, but we'll see. They're cool. I like them. They're fine. If I saw them on a happily ever after situation or a diary situation, that would be fine. A lot of these couples are fine. I follow them on social media. Like, it's like 50-50. I like them. I like Jibri and Miona. I like Eve and I like Eve. And yeah, I think those are the ones I like the most this season. I hate Bilal, hate Emily, Karen Gilmore are like boring. Yeah, is that everybody? Is that it? Like, I think that's everybody. So this season has kind of been like, it's been whatever. Like, it was an okay season. I definitely liked watching it, but the people were like kind of mid, but oh well, whatever. I like some of them. So anyways, Thais and Patrick, for the very last time, probably, they got married in Florida. It actually happened. They never got her father's blessing. That didn't happen. They like kind of like finished up that FaceTime conversation, and he was basically like, well, you don't have my blessing, but if you want to do it, and don't disappoint me. Like, meaning like basically like stay together, have a good relationship, take care of her, like whatever. And that was good enough for Thais. She was like, okay, love you, bye. And then they got married, and it was kind of nice. Like, she looked pretty. The two friends she randomly met in Texas were there. And John was there. And everyone was there. And they got married, and it was fine. And then they did Zumba. And that's pretty much it. I don't know. This is one of those situations where I'm like, it must be so easy if you're hot. I can't find love, and love can't find me. But if I was like fucking like conventionally attractive, like hot, maybe it would be different. I'd just be like, hey, and they'd be like, hey, and then we'd be like, let's get together. And then we would get together, and it would be like, you're hot, I'm hot, we have so much in common. You know, even her friends, like, I feel like it's easy to meet because they're just like, we're both hot, here we are. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it would be easier. A simpler life, a hot life. So, Bilal and Shaeeda, the last couple, in a pedophile van. If I was at the airport and I was like trying to like meet my like future husband or whatever, and he comes in a pedophile van, I would have some questions, and I don't know if I would get in. This is like really whack. So far, I'm not really into him. I would give this storyline like a 6 out of 10 because it's boring, but there's also a little something there of this psycho man. So we'll see what happens next. Everyone ended up getting married this season, didn't they? That's wild. That is wild. Sometimes I think these people need to move on. Like, are they like desperate? Or like, what is it? Because a lot of these couples are just honestly no good for each other and should not get married. But they do. So yeah. But Bilal and Shaeeda, this one's weird because even though Bilal is allegedly ballin' and has so much money, they get married in his fake house. That house is fake. That's not his house. That is a model house, a rental house, something. But that is not a real house. And you know how I know that? Everything in there came from Ross Dress for Less, 1. And then 2 is that he refers to it as the house. He didn't call it my house. He didn't call it our house. He called it the house. And that's how you know. It's the little things. But he's not gonna get one over on me. So they get married at the house, and they have like friends and family and really not that many people. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have very many friends because Bilal's weird and like nobody should like him. Like, he's fucking annoying, and he reminds me of my ex, not my most recent ex, but the ex before for him, and he was just like so manipulative as well, acting like he has so much to offer and like, you gotta prove it to me though. And you want to know something? That ex also wouldn't bring me to his real house. He just wouldn't. We hung out in hotels. We hang out at his like fake apartment that his cousin lived in. We never were at his house. And that's a little suspicious. So yeah, they remind me of each other. They even like look alike, and they'll do that thing where they're like, but you don't get it, like blah blah blah, like, you know, I hate it. So I don't think I'll ever like Bilal. It's like the facial expressions, the condescendingness, like literally everything. Couldn't do it. But apparently Shaeeda can, so they get married. And yeah, apparently his son fell asleep during the service, which was funny. The daughter like said some things. It was cute. I like the kids. They remind me of my students, but yeah, they seem pretty level-headed. But yeah, and then she's like, we signed the prenup, but I'm still not sure, like blah blah blah, like I want kids. And then they're talking about kids again, and Bilal just gets that like blank ass, like dead eyes, like facial expression, and he does his thing. This man has had a vasectomy. He's had a vasectomy. I don't think he's ever gonna, you know, and he's like, some things you gotta, you know, leave up to Allah. But yeah. And then when she can't get pregnant, he's gonna be like, well, I guess it wasn't Allah's plan. And he'll probably make it seem like it's her when it's not. But I guess that's a problem for another day. And I used to feel bad for her, but I really don't anymore, because she saw the red flag, she saw the signs, and she's like, I can't read, I am blind. So now I don't even feel bad anymore. Like, she could have like discerned that shit for herself, and then she just simply didn't. So that's on her at this point. Whatever. Hope you're happy. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't. So it is what it is. And yeah, these are my original thoughts. Yeah. So anyways, that is this season of 90 Day Fiance season 9, episode 17. There are 17 episodes. I was thinking about this today. I don't think they have like a set amount of episodes. I think they just like take their footage and then like whatever is the best for them to like clip together, they do. So if it's 16 episodes, 15 episodes, 18 episodes, I feel like they just, you know, do what they can with the footage they have. But yeah, I'm excited for the tell-all, if they do a tell-all. I think that Miona and Thais are friends, which kind of like makes sense because pretty people, they make friends very easily, like I was saying. And so they'll probably stick up for each other. I don't really know about Eve and Shaeeda. I feel like Shaeeda could possibly judge her, and Mohammed, I feel like her and Bilal might. I don't actually see Shaeeda like judging. I see Bilal judging and her not stepping in, maybe. I don't know. That would be interesting because they're both Muslim. And obviously they can have like different views, but it'll be interesting to see. And then who else do we have? We have Kara and Yerma, but they really don't have much to like talk about. I think they'll probably bring out Jibri's parents and probably David. What else? I don't know. Like, this season was actually pretty low-key. Like, there wasn't anything too crazy. Like, the other way, or before the 90 days, whatever it was, when Jasmine ripped his hat off and said, "These are nudes!" That was something. But this season didn't have any moments like this. It didn't have any like whoever's whoever's against the queen should die. We never had that. We never we really didn't have anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything crazy from this season. So, was it a letdown? No, not quite, but it wasn't as good as other seasons, I would say. The latest season that I like the most would probably be the one with Jasmine, that season. And fucking Mahogany's fake ass house. That was fun. But this season was whatever. I don't have high hopes for the next, show. I think it's gonna be Happily Ever After. I'm not excited because I don't like those couples, but I think I'll still recap it. If not, I'll find something else to recap. I'm not loving UK. It's not grabbing me so much. I watched the first episode and I watched half of the second episode, but maybe I should keep going. I don't know. I've been watching Love in Paradise. Usually I recap it, but today I'm not gonna because I didn't get the chance to watch it. I love Family Chantel, but this season is very sad. And again, I don't really have the time to recap it, but I love it. It will always have a special place in my heart. But that's kind of where we stand. I'm excited for the tell-all, and I guess we're taking it 1 week at a time. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around with me because no matter what, I will be back on Sundays for a video, and I'll also be back randomly, sporadically. I learned that word from it's not Clueless, it's the other one. Sporadically, the one with Brittany Murphy in it. It is Clueless, isn't it? Yeah, it's Clueless. I learned that word from Clueless, but yeah, I will see you sporadically and also on Sundays. Alright, it's been a journey. Bye. I don't know what to say right now. I feel like we just got out of something crazy and it's like, okay, what now? What now? Bye.